I hope you're having an amazing day. As you saw from the title of this video, today we're going to be doing a full face using all my Shop My Stash makeup for the month of September. There was really no theme to this Shop My Stash. It was more just like picking products that I really wanted to use. One of them being the Mercury Retrograde palette from Huda Beauty. So stunning. We used a lot of other products, old and new. So if you want to see my thoughts on everything, what it took to get to this look, definitely keep on watching. But before that, don't forget, if you like tricks and makeup, go ahead and stick around, subscribe, maybe hit the bell so you're notified whenever I upload, and if you can like the video if you like it, and the video's gonna start right now. Right, so we're just gonna get started. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Sugar Lip Balm from Smoke and Mirrors. This is such a beautiful packaging. I love the color. It's so nice. It's like a beautiful pink shade. And I'm gonna take some on my finger. It is like a pink kind of moment. What I noticed with this product, it's also not very thick. It's more of a lip oil consistency, so keep that in mind if you're planning on purchasing it. These are available at the 99-cent store, but it is so nice, so hydrating to the lips, so I'm so glad that I chose it for the month of September. Next, I'm going to go into brows. So I did choose two products. I also have a brow set, which we're going to use later, but we have the LA Colors brow pencil from the Dollar Tree in the shade black. I did just give it a sharpen, so it is ready to go. And we also have the Beauty Creations eyebrow definer gel in the shade ebony. So I had been dipping into this a while back. I think I pulled this around January. I hope it's not like dried up, but I'm gonna go ahead and line the brows with the LA Colors brow pencil first. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but I have been using this makeup for about a week already since I filmed my Shop My Stash, so I have gathered some thoughts on most of these products. I have been using the LA Colors brow pencil for work, just quick, easy 1-2, and it's been working really well. I really have been enjoying this product. So the eyebrow gel I haven't been using, so we're going to use it today. All right, going into the Beauty Creations brow gel, I'm just going to take some on the outer parts of the brow the most, kind of concentrated towards the back, and spoolie. I'm not sure how much I'm loving that. Maybe I applied a little too much, but I feel like they look more natural when I just go in with the pencil versus the pomade. It just kind of deepens them up, kind of like a Sharpie moment. But that's what we have going on right now. So we do have an eyeshadow primer. We have the Jouer Studio Soft Base Primer, but oh gosh, just like flew out of my hand. We have the LA Colors Conceal It Concealer in the shade Beige from the Family Dollar. So I'm thinking I kind of want to use this to clean up the brows. And I'm just going to go in with the applicator, why not? And I just put a little bit on the lid. The concealer itself, honestly, it's like very lightweight. Way different from what I'm used to and what I love, which is more of a medium to full coverage concealer. But it blends out really easily. The color's a really good match. Not too light. So next I'm going to take the Nude Soft Base from Jouer Studio. And oh, this is such a messy product. It's always like all over the place, but I'm just going to throw a little bit on the lid. I don't want too much. And once again, I'm going to blend it in with my sponge. So we do have a bunch of like eye kind of products to play with. I have a loose shadow, but I think I'm going to do my eyes first just because this one tends to be a little powdery and I don't want my base to be all messed up later on. So we're just going to go into the Mercury Retrograde Huda Beauty palette. This is such a stunning palette. I've always wanted it, but thankfully I found it on sale and I didn't pay full price for it, but this is such a stunning color story. I'm thinking we're going to go for more of a purpley kind of moment today and possibly use a little bit of the Jouer Studio Loose Pigment in the shade Spell. This is more of a green gray kind of moment. It's really nice. So we're gonna see what happens. This color story is stunning. I've always wanted this palette. So I believe it's still on sale on the Ulta website. I'm not sure, but again, we're gonna go for more of the purpley kind of tones, especially like these two on the bottom, and then we're possibly gonna dip into this shade as well. But all these shades in here are stunning. Not sure if I want to use this now. Might take away from the purple vibe. Not sure. So I'm just going to mix two shades. I'm going to mix a shade Off Balance and Libra. And I love the big mirror that comes in this palette. It's so nice. It just feels very high quality. And I have been using this for work. I've been doing purple looks. I also did a more neutrally look. The shimmers are definitely very like sparkly, like there's like a little bit of glimmer in there. It's like more than a usual shimmer shade. It looks super sparkly. It's definitely something that you have to apply with some kind of glitter glue underneath if you don't want it to get everywhere. I've just noticed it does get all over the face when I do use the shimmers, like with my finger or with a brush on its own. But if you don't like that, you can definitely go in with a glitter glue or some kind of adhesive underneath to catch all that kind of fall out. How stunning is that combination? I'm going to start mixing those two dark purple shades on the bottom. I'm going to go in with Hot Mess first. I feel like the matte shades really do build on each other. They're really nice and they're really easy to blend out as well. It doesn't take too much time. I'm going to take Vortex, which is that deep dark purple, and just go out here a little bit. Same brush. I just like using minimal brushes, okay? But look at how pretty that is. And all these shimmer shades have such an interesting texture. I'm going to give you guys a close-up look right now, but especially like Gold Glitch and the shade Supermoon, they look so interesting and they are different kind of textures than the ones on the top. Let me give you guys an up-close look at those. You see how this one's more chunky? It's like a chunky kind of moment. And I know I say moment a lot, but it is my channel, so oh well. But you see this one is like also kind of chunky. And then opposed to the ones on the top where they're more of a like fine, they look very thin. Let me give this one a swatch, why not? That's how that one looks, and then let's give one of these a swatch. These are so nice, but the white one definitely looks more chunky. And let's give the shade Mercury a swatch. These are so stunning. I don't think we're gonna go in with this shade, honestly, the loose pigment. I just feel like it's gonna go into a smoky kind of area where I want it to kind of stay light and, you know, vibrant. So I'm gonna take the shade Cosmic, which is that shade up there, and I'm just gonna take it with my finger. It's so beautiful, and it is more of a thinner kind of situation, as you can see, opposed to that white one that's more chunky. This is such a beautiful color. Taking a little bit of Hot Mess again, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start blending now here. All right, so we do have two liquid liners. I have the Artista liquid liner in the shade Purple, and I also have the Huda Beauty liquid liner in Black, and it does come with a gel side as well as a liquid side. I'm kind of debating what I want to use. Maybe the Artista one. I have been interchanging these throughout the week, so I'm kind of like, you know, I fulfilled both of them. This one's really nice. This one's almost out of my collection, which is why I chose it. And it's really nice. I really like the gel side as well. The liquid side can tend to be a little dry, but it still works. And then you guys know the Artista liner has always been a favorite for me. So I think I'm going to go in with this one just because I want to keep the look more on the purple route. What I really don't love about this Artista liner is that I can never get a straight line when it comes to the wing. So I always have to go back. Not always. I just feel like recently, like now that I've been using it more, just hard to get that straight line going, but you could still make some adjustments, you know. Maybe this one is just old, but it's also the brush. It's just like not at a perfect point. It kind of has like this rectangle kind of look to it. It's still favorite. It's just like something that I've noticed these days that I've been using it. So we're going to make a little bit of a thicker wing just because I am going to go in with another liner over top. I do also want to throw on some mascara. Actually, before that, completely forgot to throw the other liner on. This is the City Color Be Bold color liner. I believe this one's in the shade Lilac. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a double wing where I'm going to draw a little line over top the dark shade. So there's the pop of color, and just a little bit of a tip, you can always go back with the darker shade and kind of fix up a bit because, you know, you can always kind of mess up, but that's a little bit of a tip right there. Right now I did, I think, a really good job at not messing it up, but yeah, but other times I have where it gets a little too thick on one side or whatever. To make it look similar on both eyes, I just go back with the darker shade and kind of, you know, balance them out. So I'm going to take this one, the City Color Me Matte Mascara. I also have this Awa Pseudo Curl Lifting Mascara, but I only want to use one today. So I'm going to take the City Color. And this one's so nice. I love the packaging. And there is the wand there. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw a little bit of this on. For lashes today, I'm going to take the LA Colors 3D Faux Mink Lashes in the style Jody. I love these. They are stunning. And I think these are the ones that LA Colors sent my way. These are so beautiful. So if I see them again, I'm definitely going to pick them up. And they also have some other styles at the Family Dollar as well. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and throw these lashes on and we'll be back to finish up the face. All right, lashes are on. They look so beautiful. So I have two face primers to play with today. Well, first off, we have the A+ No Pore Face Primer from the Shop Miss website, which I am going to throw some of this on first. I think I'm almost out of this product as well, which means we're just going to have another empties at the end of the month, which is super exciting. But I do like to throw this all over the face. It does a great job at smoothing out the skin, blurring. It's a really good primer. If you do over apply like I am doing right now, it does tend to peel, so I have to be careful with that. But it is almost out of here. I think it has a couple more uses, but I like to just throw it all over the face. And I am so ready to comb my hair. You guys have no idea. I think I'm gonna go today or tomorrow. I really just want to cut. I need to. It's just way too long. So yeah, I'm gonna do that soon. So I might come back with like shorter hair. Who knows? I don't know how short I want to go, but I know it's just way too long right now, so I can't really, you know, function. It's just so annoying. It's getting to that point. So next I'm gonna take the SHEGLAM Birthday Skin Primer. As you guys know, my birthday is coming up. It's September 7th. So that's next week. I believe I already filmed my Get Ready With Me for my birthday, so it's gonna be really fun. Can't wait for you guys to see that. But I like to just take a little bit of this on both sides of the face here, the inner portion, a little bit on the forehead and the chin. Oh, I think I overdid it, but it's okay. It blends in. And for this one, I haven't really gathered any thoughts on it. I just feel like it kind of does lighten the skin, provides this pinky kind of veil. I think because I already put the pore filling primer first, I just kind of don't notice anything with this. But I do like how both of them do work on my skin. They do mattify my skin. They're not super dewy at all, which is what I was looking for. Because last month I feel like I went more dewy, and now I just kind of want to be more matte just because it's getting hot out here. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the W7 Just Tinted Natural Skin Tinted Moisturizer. So this is in the shade Almond. I did find this one at my local Five Below, and I really like the coverage of this product. It just looks so nice on the skin. I don't have to worry about it feeling too heavy on me, especially for work, because it is getting hot. I am wearing my mask still, so this is just like the perfect product. So I'm so glad that I chose it for this month. So again, W7 Tinted Moisturizer, available at the Five Below. Really nice and really inexpensive. And I think the shade Almond really does work for me, and it does feel cooling on the skin as well. I do like to go in with one layer, and then if I need to build it up, I will. But once everything is on, it just kind of like works. It's a really light coverage, and it's a little scary because I could still see my freckles and all of that. But I'm telling you, once everything is on, it just looks so beautiful, and it feels so lightweight on the skin. All right, now that that's on, I'll just give you guys a close-up look at the base right now. Look at how beautiful that looks on the skin. And again, it just looks very natural. It just evened out the complexion a bit. I love it. So next, I'm going to go ahead and go into the more liquid products for my face. First off, we have the Indeed Nano Bronze Bronzing Drops. And this one, I believe, is in the shade Medium. I'm not sure. But they did send this over to me a couple months ago. So I'm just going to take a little bit on my finger and just tap some on. And it just gives you a nice natural kind of bronze to the skin. It's not harsh at all. It blends out really nice as well. Next, taking the SHEGLAM Modern Love product. This is more of a lip to cheek kind of product in the shade Hug Me. It's so nice, and I feel like this is very similar to that nano bronze that I just used. It's like a very thin kind of formula. As you can see, it just blends out so nicely, so easily as well. And it is like an intense kind of color. So I'm going to go back and blend it out with my sponge. So I think I went a little too overboard, but look at that shade. It's so nice. And these are still available on the SHEGLAM website, in case you were wondering. I did do a full on Modern Love video where I tested out the whole collection. So if you want to watch that, that'll be linked down below. So nice. Next we have the AOA Studio Dewy Cream Highlight in the shade Grace. Now I did have a little bit of a packaging malfunction where it did break when I was choosing out this product during my Shop My Stash, but as you can see now there's like dents in there because it has been like kind of pushing against other makeup. This thing falls off and then, you know, it's creating a mess. So I'm kind of like not too thrilled with it, but it is a really stunning color. So I'm just going to take some on my brush, and as you can see, it's so beautiful and it goes perfect with this look because it is purple. Look at how beautiful that shade is. And they do have a bunch of different colors on the Shop Miss A website, so definitely check them out. Oh my gosh, this is so nice. And again, further blending it in with my sponge. All right, next I have two concealers. We have the LA Colors Conceal Correct in the shade Peach. You guys know how much I love this. And then we have the one that I use to clean up my brows, which is the LA Colors Conceal It Concealer in Beige. So we're going to take both of these and conceal the under eyes. I really like the Peach concealer. I just feel like it adds to the coverage and it does help just kind of perfect the under eyes a little bit. So I take a little bit of this and then go over top with the LA Colors. Yeah, I think this concealer definitely goes really well with the tinted moisturizer because it's not too full coverage where it's going to look a little unbalanced. But yeah, that's the base right now. It's looking really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and set the under eyes. I do have a couple of face powders. We have the e.l.f. Sheer Tint Finishing Powder, which I have been using. That's what we have so far. And then this one I've been using a lot for all over the face, the Sephora Amplifier Set Powder. And I also have the BH Cosmetics Totally Plastic Contour Palette. It's so nice. So I like to go in with the lighter shades and kind of set the under eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I like to take that powder and just kind of throw it down here. It does create more brightness and it just kind of sets everything down really beautifully. And for all over the face, I'm going to go ahead and take the Sephora Amplifier Powder. That's how the base looks after powdering. As you can see, we did get a little more coverage on the under eyes from that Iggy face palette that we used. So this is what it looks like after setting it with the Sephora amplifying setting powder, whatever. So once the bronzer and everything goes on, it does all balance out. So I'm going to take the AOA Studio Perfect Bronzer Powder. This one's in the shade Latte. It's such a stunning color. I love it. And I'm just going to go in and go to town. You guys know how I feel about bronzer. It is one of my favorite steps. So I do tend to go a little overboard, but it's just really beautiful. I love sculpting out the face, bronzing everything, bringing the color back to my skin. I love it. All right, next taking my blush. The one that was chosen was the Ioni blush in the shade Rosy. This is so beautiful and I love the little cherries on the packaging, and then the shade itself is so beautiful. It is a matte blush, which I really love. It's just like the perfect everyday color. And look at how beautiful that packaging is. I love it. So I'm just going to take some on the cheeks. I do go overboard with blush as well. It just looks so beautiful. I don't know what it is. I have the highlight that was chosen. This is the Revolution and the Simpsons collection that came out for summertime. This was the Summer of Love First Kiss highlight situation, and it's just such a beautiful packaging. How stunning is that? It does come with a mirror, and then we have the highlight. It's more of an ombre kind of pan, as you can see. Super cute. I'll give it a swatch for you guys. So I like to take some of this in the inner corner. It's more of a yellowy kind of highlight. It's so pretty. And then I'll take some on the cheeks as well. So now that all of that is on, I think I can finish up the eyes now. We have the AOA Studio Gel Liner in the shade Starfish. This is such a beautiful pastel kind of liner. It's so nice. So I'm going to take some on the waterline. Alright, now I'm just going to take both of those dark purples and smoke it out on this lower lash line here. I'm really loving how the eyes are looking. Next, I'm going to take my brow pencil. I'm just going to bring these brows back to life a little bit, kind of shape them. Taking my Amuse brow gel, I'm just going to go ahead and set the brows down just so they don't move throughout the day. Right, so before we get into the last step, which is lips, I'm going to go ahead and spray my face using this BH Cosmetics Paradise Refresh Face Mist, and this is one that I found at, I believe it's Marshalls or TJMAXX. So pretty. I just feel like it doesn't really do anything for my skin, to be honest, but just for a little bit of hydration to the skin, I'm going to go ahead and spray this on. And there's a look at the packaging. It's really cute. So they do have a couple of different ones at the Marshalls or TJMAXX if you're looking for them. Such a like fine mist. I could barely feel it on my face. So I do have a couple of lip products. We have the LA Colors lip liner in the shade Natural from the Family Dollar. We have the 24-hour gel liner from Ebony New York in the shade Brown Cocoa. I think that's the one that I'm gonna use today. I'm like debating the lips because we do have a vampy shade and we do have a lighter shade. So do I want to go more nude on the lips or do I want to go vampy? Not sure. We also have a lipstick from Metamorphosis in the shade Dreaming, which is again more of a nude kind of moment. I kind of want to go nude, to be honest. We'll do the vampy moment in a different video, but I think this is a combination we're going to be using today, all three, and then some gloss at the end, which is the Jouer Jeffree Star collection gloss that I got at, I believe it's also Marshalls or TJMAXX for very cheap. So I'm going to go ahead and line the lips first. Next, taking the SHEGLAM liquid lipstick in the shade Bougie. I like to throw that on and then just kind of tap it out. Then taking a little bit of Dreaming just to further lighten the lips. The center only. Lastly, some gloss. Ooh, this is very pigmented. I honestly forgot how pigmented this gloss is, but I think it works. Okay, it looks really nice, super sparkly, and it's not like too glossy but not like understated. Okay, girl. I am feeling very sweaty. I'm feeling a little bit, I don't know. I like to throw on a little bit of Beauty Creations pressed powder foundation just cause in the shade FSP 11.0, just kind of even out everything, and it does bring back more, just like something to that center of my face. Is just so hot today, so I like to just throw some of that on. It also gives me a little bit more coverage in my T-zone area, which I really want. Alright guys, so this is the final look. Let me know your thoughts down below. I think everything came together so nicely, just as I envisioned. I really love a really good purple kind of look. This is actually the look I was trying to go for my birthday look. You guys will see what happens in that video, but it's so nice. I really love purple shades. My favorite color is purple. I love how it looks on the eyes. It looks stunning. I love the lips. Everything looks great. Let me know your thoughts down below, and we made it to the end. So we made it to the end. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I did filming this video today. Everything that I talked about, the names of the prices are going to be down below, as well as any videos that I mentioned throughout this video or videos that I uploaded last week. Don't forget to upload 3 times a week on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sundays. If you could stick around, that would be amazing. I have both my Instagram handle as well as my TikTok on the screen. Definitely go follow me over there. I post a lot of makeup finds from drugstore to high end. So that interests you, go ahead and follow me there. And it'd be so amazing if you could like and subscribe. Of course, you don't have to. You're your own person and you make your own decisions, but it wouldn't hurt to give this video a like, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.